Hello, I'm Sneeky Ponk and welcome to my vlog, the Sneeky Ponk vlog. Uh, we will be going to tackle all about the betta fish. Okay, so I have a question and answers to discuss, and this is the first question: why this animal aren't a starter pet? So in this cruel pet trade, betta fish, or they call it the Siamese fighting fish, are fighting for their lives. Pet shops, discount superstores, florists, and even websites sells betta fish who are forced to live in minuscule cups, small bowls, and even the flower vases. So many people who buy this fish on whim don't know enough, or if you don't know anything about how to take care of this, so I will discuss you about some tips, okay, about the proper betta care, which is more complex and expensive than they realize. So if you have already have a betta fish companion, I will show you how to give the animals the best possible life. The second question is, what's in the name? Well, you may see that bettas referred to as Siamese fighting fish or a labyrinth fish. These scientific names in betta splendens, no matter what they call it, these betta fish are sensitive and complex. They are a complex individual who has suffered greatly when exploited in the pet trade. So the betta fish facts, uh, betta fish are native to Asia, where they live in the shallow water or a marsh ponds or a slow moving stream. Male bettas are devoted fathers, wow, who build bubbles nests for their youngs with their mouth, and they fiercely protect their babies from predator. Oh, fierce. So just like us humans, betta fish are diurnal. That means they're active during the day and they're sleeping in the night. So they're requiring darkness to get a good night rest. While some bettas are captured in the wild, the vast majority of those sold outside Asia, such as USA and Europe, came from breeding farms in Thailand and other countries in Southeast Asia, where it's the common practice is to keep them in a small bottle when it's time to pack them up and going to transport outside Asia, going to US or in Europe. The fish are haphazardly dumped into a basket covered with the nets and scooped up in a small plastic cups. Oh, pity. So this sensitive fish suffers greatly into a pet trade, where they are subjected to uneducated care from the time they're born. On the breeding farms, they will be transported to pet stores and sold. What do betta fish eat? Plant roots are educate foods for betta fish. Bettas are carnivorous animals who in nature eat mostly insects and or the insect larvae. A diet consisting slowly of plant roots maybe keep them alive for a while, but since it's lack of the proper nutrients for this species, these fish eventually become sick and die. So they need also a proper diets and a proper nutrients to feed them. So just don't be like the prawn flakes or something that is like roots or plants. It will not be enough for them. So okay, don't overfeed the fish. The most or the much uneaten food and waste material in aquarium tanks can overload them, causing ammonia and nitrate level to become toxic. So be careful of that one. So if you already have a betta or other companionship, remember that you should provide only as much food as they can eat in about 3 minutes. So it's about 3 minutes, so means it's not much. As I speak to one of the breeder, it's only just the size of their eyes, something like that. So it's just a very tiny food to feed them. Okay. Do betta fish get lonely? Okay, betta fish can experience frustration and depressions, while most of them can be happy in the tank alone. So they are a loner fish, yeah. So their environment still needs plenty of enrichment, such as cave plants and room to explore. They also experience stress. So especially when their fins are being picked by other non-compatible fish placed in the same tank. So can betta fish live with other fish? With ample space and hiding areas, female bettas may be able to live in a peaceful group, while males will fight with other males. So they are war freak, yeah. And male gouramis or the similar looking species, they may be able to live singly in a community aquarium containing a certain other docile fish such as cory or catfish, schoolie, louches, or guppies. They can also be cohabitates with the non-fish species, including snails, ghost shrimps, and frogs. If aggressions become an issue in any community tank or in your tank, you should keep and maintain a separate working quarantine aquarium in which the individual can be placed to avoid a conflict with the other fish or with the other species. The betta fish behavior, according to the pet MD, betta can be recognized their human guardians. Yes, it's true. I experienced that one because I own a betta fish as well. They usually swim about excitedly when they see their guardians approaching. They are very curious and will inspect new items to put into their tanks, so which can help them, or they kept they're mentally stimulated. So yeah, that's why I keep on putting new ornaments, some like plants, some small some water grasses for them to make them feel happy. So do fish get frustrated inside the tank? Mostly all of the pet shop, discount superstores, florists, and even online catalog sells decorative bettas. So they know also how to make this fish to be peace and at ease. In a small cups or flower vases, the fish often live in just a few ounces of water, which is hardly enough to turn around. So it's a very pity for them when they are in the pet shop. So as you can see, if you can see, if you're going to visit a pet shop and you can see a betta fish, how they sell it, they just put it in a small bottle, in a small, not even for them to do a nice swimming or nice jalan-jalan inside the water tank. Jalan-jalan means strolling around. Okay, so it's much less them to swim in. So in any habitat for the captive bettas must have enriched such as cave rocks and live or live plants. Okay, so how to set up a betta fish tank? As the setting up and maintaining a proper aquarium for any fish species is much as a complex, expensive, and at time intensive than the most people realize, which is one reason why PETA suggests never buying fish as a pet. If you already have bettas, you can make their lives easier by providing them with an environment that is much like their natural habitat. While the captive fish can never be enjoy the natural lives, so the following tips will help you guys to ensure that they are happy as possible. So for all of the breeders, so this is a good tip. So generally, no fish should be kept in a tank smaller than 10 gallons. So never kept in a smaller than 10 gallons. I usually see a lot of breeders or a lot of pet shop. Yeah, they are just only in one small cups. It's very pity on them. So, however, a single betta can live in a 5 gallon tank. So, 5 gallon tank, I have my standard gallon tank with my betta fish, but more is always better. So, but more so means the huge your tank or the huge your aquarium is more better. So, most municipal tap water contains chlorine and chloramine, which will kill your fish. So, you must treat tap water probably with a water conditioner before adding it on the aquarium. So once the tank is fully set up with the proper working filters, bettas prefer for low flow setting. So they just a low flow setting, not the fast setting. So this it's substrates and decoration. The warm water or the water must be cycled for several weeks before fish are added. Testing kits can help determine when the tank is done cycling. This will allow time for the beneficial bacteria to grow, which are the essentials for breaking down the toxic ammonia. Once the fish are added into the tank, these bacteria convert fish waste into a nitrate, which can be removed only with the regular water changes. So about 10% of the water in the tank should be removed and replaced once a week. So I'm doing that once a week. I'm changing the water tank. Okay, I mean I'm changing the water inside the water tank. Okay, uh, it should gravel vacuum should be used to remove waste materials from the substrates. Soaps and some harsh chemicals should never be used to clean a tank, as these substances are deadly to the fish. So don't use soap or very strong chemicals in cleaning the water tank or your aquarium. So okay, so more tips on caring for fish. The water temperature should be maintained between 76 and 82 degree. For this reason, bettas should never be kept in a tank with goldfish, who requires colder water to be more comfortable. The aquarium should be on the spot where temperature and light are constant and controllable. Note that live plants placed on the top of a small container may restrict access that bettas need to obtain oxygen, since they take their oxygens from the surface of the water. Okay, so this is just only a very brief list of guidelines. Please do a proper research as well before you make the decision to take on responsibility of taking care of any fish. The betta fish price, ultimately the price most bettas pay in the pet trade in their very life, living being with unique needs and wants to should never be sold like property. Remember, purchasing a betta fish from a pet stores or a breeder isn't rescuing an animal. It's a funding. It's funding continuing the abuse and exploitation of that species. So if you already have a properly maintained aquarium, check with friends, neighbors, and even adoptions organization to find a fish to adopt. But don't support the fish trade by going to the dealer or pet shop. Okay. By the way, I have my own betta fish, or they call it here in Indonesia the cupang or the fighting fish. It was been given to me by a friend. His name is Raman. So he gave me a one female betta fish and a one male. So maybe soon I will be um, make a breeding also as well, but I still don't know yet because I need to do some research how to handle when they having their eggs or they laying their eggs. I need to learn and I need to research about those things. So I still I am just a start. This is just my first time to take care of this betta fish, but through research I'm learning as well. So please, anything you want to comment, just comment below, or anything we want to discuss, just comment below of the comment section. Okay, please follow my YouTube channel at Sneaky Ponk. Follow my Instagram at Sneaky Ponk and Mr. Ponk the Sneaky. Follow my website at the Culinary Bank Tattoo at webpage at wordpress.com. Follow my Facebook page at Culinary Bank Tattoo as well. And yes, anything that we can discuss. That's why sneaky is to sneak up. So anything, a glimpse of everything is we can discuss. So, okay, by the way, I will be having my new podcast coming soon, which will be titled The Content. Watch for it, and it will be an exciting podcast. It is it's an educational one. So, okay. So I would like to say thank you for watching my short clips, and stay safe with this type of situation. Okay, so stay safe and healthy, nice and lovely. The taste is there. I catch you around next episode. Yeah, nice and lovely. Peace.